Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Reid.
Hi. Thanks so much for investing a few minutes to watch this video. I know you're selling your home by owner, and I'm just guessing here the reason you're committed to selling by owner is to save those real estate commissions. And you're absolutely right. That's a lot of money you'd rather keep in your pocket. I understand where you're coming from. So, before we get started, I'll make you a promise. Viewing this video is an investment in time that could mean literally thousands of dollars more in your pocket from the sale of your home. In fact, for every $100,000 in your home's value, we'll show you how to bank an additional $3,000 or more. In other words, if your home is worth, say, $250,000, that's an additional $7,500 bankable dollars for you and your family. This video will help you achieve that financial goal. And I also know you'll find this video presentation to be a real eye-opener in sharing information that most agents don't want you to know. So, let's get started. Here are a few compelling facts on selling by owner. The good news for those selling by owner is that 40% of sellers indicated they knew the buyer of their home before the transaction. So your biggest opportunity to sell your home and save the commissions is to find a buyer from your circle of friends, relatives, neighbors, and colleagues at work. Many for sale by owners say they weren't fully prepared for the complexities of the real estate transaction. As a result, they often lose potential buyers and valuable market time. You may also face certain risks in respect to paperwork, as well as many legal issues, pricing, and buyer financing. For example, just 6% were able to help buyers obtain financing. It's a huge issue, which means 94% had no financial resources to assist their buyers with finance. Those that did attract offers suffered the frustration of their sale collapsing because of lack of mortgage contacts and financial resources. When determining where to set the price of your home, 23% of those selling by owner said they were able to set the right price for their home in the marketplace, which means 77% found it a real challenge to pinpoint market value. When it came to the documentation, 10% said they understood the paperwork involved, which means 90% had trouble navigating what can be a real minefield. It's also a fact, the longer a property sits on the market, the less the market is willing to pay. 14% of those selling by owner said they were able to sell their home within the length of time they had planned on. 86% languished on the market unsold for way too long, thereby losing substantial value and lost net proceeds from the sale of their home. Most home buyers need to see a house during the day, and you may be surprised to know that 1 in 3 buyers come from out of town. Many have only limited time and therefore on a tight daytime schedule. 13% of those selling by owner said they had enough time to devote to all aspects of the sale, including daytime showings. 87% of homeowners were frustrated by time constraints and not being available to show their home when buyers were available, and therefore they continually lost sales opportunities. Now, just on that last point, this graph shows you just how quickly potential buyers lose interest in a house that's newly on the market. As you can see here, there is an initial surge when your property first hits the market. Buyer interest is high, and it's the best opportunity to get your home sold. Once buyers are familiar with your home, and should they decide not to make an offer or even investigate further, buyers quickly lose interest and are gone just as quickly. So you must take advantage of that initial buyer surge. Otherwise, the chances of selling your home plummet dramatically. The fact is, the longer a property sits on the market, the less the market is willing to pay. And that's money out of your pocket when your home eventually does sell. So, the secret to financial success when selling is to achieve as quick a sale as possible. Your goal should be to get your home sold inside 30 days. When you achieve that objective, that means more money in your pocket. Additionally, when your property lingers on the market for too long, buyers are less willing to meet your price expectations, believing there's possibly even something wrong with the house. In fact, Take a look at this graph. Here, the vertical column highlights market value. The horizontal part of the graph represents days on market. In other words, the length of time a property is on the market before it sells. You'll see just after 30 days, the value of the property diminishes by around 2%. That's $2,000 out of every $100,000 in your home's value. By the time your home sits on the market for 6 months, it loses about 9%, $9,000 for every $100,000 in your home's value. So if your home is worth, say, $250,000, that's around $22,000 out of your pocket. Now, I know what you're saying at this point. You're saying, I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm a strong negotiator. Won't happen. As a long-time real estate professional, I see that constantly. And I see those selling by owner and holding that view, they lose a sale time and time again, and they go away demoralized. I said at the top of this presentation, I'll show you how to put literally thousands more in your pocket from the sale of your home. So, here are the facts, and remember, this is factual information, not opinion. Facts, well researched over decades. The fact is, a good real estate agent is able to sell your home for up to 16% more than you're likely to sell without the assistance of a real estate professional. Up to 16% more. Now that percentage varies. It's not 16% every time. The average is 9.7%. So if your home is worth $250,000, that equates to almost $25,000 out of your pocket if you're selling by owner, or almost $25,000 more in the bank if you allow a real estate professional to represent your best financial interests in the sale of your home. And folks, here's the other reality. Those pesky real estate commissions are way less than that. So what would you rather have? More money in your pocket or all the complexities, frustration, aggravation, stress, and sometimes even heartache that goes with selling by owner? Here are some folks who've been through the process of selling by owner. Exactly what you and your family are going through right now.
We're trying to sell our home by owner and we're having no luck. We decided to interview Bob Reid and we're very impressed with Bob's presentation on how he would sell our home. When we met him, we knew we could trust his knowledge in home sales. Our home was marketed superbly and was sold in less time than we expected. Bob is very thorough and careful. We're very satisfied with his real estate services and are happy to recommend him.
I wanted to express our gratitude for the very professional way you handled the sale of our home and the purchase of our new home. As you know, I've purchased several homes all over the world, and the process was by far the easiest and best explained. You pointed out everything we needed to know and walked us through every step. When it came time to close, there were no problems, zilch. Please use this with any of your new clients and feel free to have them call either of us with any questions that we might be able to answer about the best realtor in the Grand Rapids area. Thanks, Bob.
Bob was very professional and marketed our home superbly. Our home sold in less time than we expected, and we were very satisfied with Bob's services. He is very communicative, and we were exceptionally pleased and trusted Bob very much. We would happy to recommend Bob to our friends and neighbors. He could have done nothing better.
I hope you found this video presentation enlightening. I wanted to keep this video as short as possible. We've shown you how to put more money in your pocket from the net proceeds in the sale of your home. One thing I wish I had more time to show you is the financial equation itself. After all, that is the most important thing to you. But we simply didn't have sufficient time to present the arithmetic to you with all the closing costs and the bottom line net proceeds. Allow me to make a suggestion here. Talking costs nothing. I don't bite, and hopefully you recognize I'm not the enemy either. I'm here to help. I'd love to have an opportunity to sit down with you and show you the financial benefits I can bring to the table for you and your family, as well as get the anxiety and frustration of selling by owner out of your life. and you'll be way better off financially. Please call, text, or email me. The information is on your screen. Contact me now. I look forward to speaking with you. And thanks for watching.